Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Sunday baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming at you right after the break. About to get started here, and towing the slab, Erick Fedde. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Shohei Ohtani, the leadoff batter as he swings through for strike one. Foul ball there. This one popped up. And Arenado makes the catch. And let's take a look at the lineup. And one to watch, of course, their three-hole hitter, Freddie Freeman.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Scott makes the grab, and there's two gone.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And that is out of play. Betts, the runner at first with two gone. That one found hard the other way. Foul ball, still 0-2. Two outs. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for LA. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. And we're back. Towing the slab in today's game, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What do we need to know here?
Well, he's allowing just over one base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Swings through that one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way. But that time, a little anxious.
And up next for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. Fly ball down the line. And that drops foul. One down, base is empty.
Ball.
Swing and a miss.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, Got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the #3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
2 outs, base is empty.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
And that one in the air, center field. Edman in position, brings it in. That is the inning. Scoreless. Back here in St. Louis, top of the second, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. Fedde back to work. Swing and a miss as he was late.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
And he deals. On the ground. And they get the out on Smith.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
And the 0-1. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Tommy Edman at the plate. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Fedde in his 6th season, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014. Out there to center. Scott grabs it on the run.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Andy Pajes, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Second inning here, no score. In the air, left field. Nootbaar moves under it and makes the grab. And that'll do it. Back here in St. Louis, bottom of the inning. Here's Contreras now. That's a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Gary Simmons. 1 down, base is empty. That one fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Nolan Arenado at the plate now. That's ball 1. Check swing, and he went. And the count even at 1. Next offering is fouled back. That one out to right. Hernandez ranging after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. We'll move to the third. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And stepping in is the speedy Haesung Kim. Hit on the ground to short. Slings it across. One up, one down.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
And a base hit up the middle. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Here's Betts. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Move to first. Ohtani back in. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
That one's in there. And a count 1 and 2. Top of the third, no score. In the dirt. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Man at first, one away. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Ohtani around second, headed for third. And the throw's offline, safe at third. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. In comes the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Dodgers. 2 on, 1 out. Hernandez, the next to hit. Swings through that.
0-1's the count.
Center field. Scott settles under it. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone. And up to the plate is Will Smith. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That one is upstairs. Betts, the runner at third. Freeman at first. 2 out of the inning. Line drive. That's a base hit. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single. It's 2-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Cardinals 0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now up for St. Louis, Alec Burleson. Just off the outside edge. 1-0.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That's down and in.
2.
A little bit low. And that's ball 3. On the inside corner for a strike. On the ground, right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Second baseman, Nolan Gorman.
Here's Nolan Gorman. Right side, Kim. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Victor Scott.
Let's go, Vic.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And save. Couldn't recover from the misplay. So up next, Lars Nootbaar.
Left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
Check swing, called strike. There goes the runner. Pitch is low. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. The 1-1 is fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Up and in, and that's ball 2. Good job to fight that one off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Goes down looking. The Cards leave 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. New inning getting started. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman.
Center fielder, Tommy Edman.
Swing and a miss.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
Sends it to first, and they get Edman for the out.
Oh, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air.
Now
Lets the
batting,
defense work
left
behind him with
fielder,
another ground ball.
Paez.
Good execution.
Line drive. Nootbaar makes the grab for the second out. So 2
Up
down
next
now,
for the Dodgers,
and here is
second
Hae-Sung
baseman,
Kim.
Hae-Sung Kim.
And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball. On the ground to the left. Win. Now the throw to first on the run. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Back here at Busch Stadium, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Mason Wynn. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, these Cards, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Here's a 2-0. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Towards first, Freeman. He takes it on his own. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Brendan Donovan. Out to short, Betts. Tosses across to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Now batting.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Going 1.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Next one
One ball,
in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. And they're down 2-0. We go to the top of the fifth. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Shohei Ohtani.
Fedde back to work. Chopper to second. Gorman. The throw to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Now batting.
Here's
shortstop.
Mookie now.
Mookie
He's 2 for 2. Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And here's Freddie Freeman.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Oh, great stop. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 2 in this one. Misses outside. Ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Sonny Gray getting loose out there. Maton getting cranked up as well. 2 outs. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that should be extra bases. Betts scores. And they're up by 3.
Picks himself up an RBI. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. And the sweeper is in for a strike.
I feel with the way that Will Smith is able to handle the bat, control the bat head, he's very capable of finding green space and driving in that run.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Gorman makes the catch, and that is that. Dodgers with a run scoring double. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. Back here in St. Louis, and now the catcher comes up to him. Ivan Herrera. Herrera in his second season, 24 years old, and he was born in Panama. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
And strike 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
On the ground to third, Muncy. Slings to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Now batting. Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Flied to right his first time. He swings and fouls one off. The Cards hitless so far in the game. Hard hit right side. He'll do it himself. Home half of the fifth inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Now batting, right fielder, Alec Burleson.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Alec Burleson. Grounded out his first time up. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
That one missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
And another ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That just missed. He walked him on 4 pitches.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So digging in, Nolan Gorman. First pitch misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it falls. And now 2 aboard. So up next, Victor Scott. He's 0 for 1. There's a strike at the knees.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Strike 3, it's a strikeout for Yamamoto. So the Cards strand a couple. They trail in this one 3-0. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Sonny Gray.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy.
For the Dodgers, third baseman, Max Muncy.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats and tell.
There's a swing and a drive. That one opts against the fence. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there.
The
Center
fielder,
fielders in today's
Tommy
game
Edman.
are so talented and so athletic. So when you blast one to deep center and get it to drop in, you know you really put a great swing on it. And that was nicely done for extra bases.
And now here is Tommy Edman. Fouled off. He was late. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're the top half of the 6th. And
I got a ball, 1
1.
strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Arenado makes the grab, 1 away. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4. Man at first with 1 gone. Here's the second baseman. Hesung Kim has grounded out a couple of times. That's hard hit on the line. And foul ball. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first-pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. number 2.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, man. You know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Lined, and that's a base hit. They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2
Now
outs.
batting, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
And now it's Mookie Betts. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Back to the mound. He's got it. Handles, throws to first, and Betts is gone. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Bottom of the 6th inning, and here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Lars Nootbaar. That pitch gets the inside corner. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Throws to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Hit on the ground to short. Betts whips it to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Donovan stands in now and watches strike 1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
This one lifted in the air, left field. He's there. He's got it. And the inning is over. Back here in St. Louis, we go to the top of the 7th. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
At the plate, Teoscar Hernandez. Fought off foul. Oh, 1 now. Lifted in the air, right field. Burleson. 1 away.
Now batting, catcher Will Smith.
The batter now will be Will Smith.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Popped up. Gorman on his way over. And he makes the catch. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
Now batting, third baseman Max Muncy.
And now it's Max Muncy. On the ground to third. Gets it to first. And that will end the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Cardinals nothing. Set for the last half of
Leading
the
off for
seventh.
the
Here comes
Cardinals,
Wilson
first
Contreras.
baseman, Wilson Contreras.
That misses
Nope,
the
that's a
zone,
ball.
and that's ball one. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1-1.
And there's a foul ball. Outside
That's ball
low,
two.
and it's 2-2. That's a little bit low.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Herrera in the box again. Takes a strike. Not
One ball,
close
one
with that
strike.
one. 1-1. Curve in the
That's ball
dirt.
two.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you
Two
get the
balls,
feeling
one
as a
strike.
hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Freeman hauls it in, 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Now the third base. And here comes the Dodgers.
Pitching for Los Angeles, number 51, Alex
And a
Fedde.
first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And
Ball.
downstairs.
Good slider down and in can be
1-1.
so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Edman sizes this one up, nabs it, and that is the third out of the inning. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Cardinals nothing.
Now pitching
A new
for
pitcher in the game,
Cardinals,
Phil Maton. He
Number
last pitched 2 days
88.
ago.
Phil Maton.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Tommy Edman. 0 for 3 in this one. And that
Ball.
one is downstairs. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Cut on and lifted in the air. New bar on the move. Puts it away for the out. Andy
Now
Pajes
batting,
now at the
left
plate.
fielder Andy Pajes.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a man aboard. Stepping in, Hesung Kim. And that one sliced foul. Swing and a base hit. Pajes on his way to third. The throw in. He's in there.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but He did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Here's Shohei Ohtani. In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Two on, one out. Late swing, foul to the left. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. First and third, one down.
One ball.
This
two
one
strikes.
in the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Gets a piece and stays alive. 1-2 now. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Runners at the corners, one away. And we're in the top of the eighth. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Now this is in the air down the line. Burleson makes the play, and that is that. Dodgers strand a couple, but they lead it 4-0. Bottom of the eighth. Now it's the right fielder, Alec Burleson.
Right fielder.
The Cardinals in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And that one's a little bit low. And it's 1-0. Vesia, a 6'1 lefty. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
One ball, two strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Smoked on the ground, a second. Throw on to Freeman. One gone to the bottom of the eighth. Now it's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. 1 for 2. Swing and a foul out of play. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
No balls, two strikes.
Swing and a ball popped up. Betts puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Victor Scott.
2 outs, base is
second.
empty. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And a swing and a miss there.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
And that bunted towards first. Freeman. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. Through 8 full, it's the Dodgers 4 and the Cardinals nothing.
Now pitching.
New
for
arm
the
on the mound for the
Cardinals.
Cardinals, number 49.
Number
He's
49.
pitching on 2 days rest. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Up the middle, on the run, sends it over to first, on the money, nice play.
Really nice job to get your
Up
first out of the
next for
ball game.
Dodgers, right fielder Teoscar Hernandez.
And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. And now it's going to be Teoscar Hernandez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swinging a foul straight back. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. There's a swing and a miss.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And there's a ball. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Handcuffed him with that slider. And now 2 gone. Will Smith to the plate. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first, and they get the out on Smith. And that is that. Offense held in check. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. Vesia back to work. That's in for a strike at 95, and it's 0-1. And that one fouled off. The 0-2.
Ball, that's off the plate.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Muncy hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Up next for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Mason.
He's 2 outs away. Now at the plate, Mason Wynn. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Right through there for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Squeezes it, and there's 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. On the ground, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, you win this one 4-0, and it feels like you could have exploded for more offensively, but you also realize that at times it was hard to score. So you get out of here feeling good about this win. Ultimately, there was great pitching and defense to keep that other team off the board. You always feel good about a win like this.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.